You guys ever heard of that candy Warheads?
Yeah.
They got their flavor from this, so these are gonna be really sour. So
Oh,
you guys can
yeah.
get
I
one
bought
per
it.
person. So come on and get one per person.
Can I tell you something?
Purple,
Where?
purple.
Purple, o sea, las que están de ese color puedes coger una. No, verde no.
The purple one.
Mira, banana.
Cuidado, Javi, please. Yo le saqué la parte de abajo. Se la saqué.
We have about 60 different kinds of edible bananas. And the way you can tell the banana is edible or not is by the red flower, this big thing right here. You see how it points down? That means it's edible. But if the flower points straight up, that means it's not edible. So they're pretty easy to tell they're edible or not. Now bananas take 18 months to 3 years to fully grow and fruit. And once they fruit, they're done. Each plant only fruits once. So every time I collect the fruit, I actually cut the plant down and I cut it right about here. And when I do that, it pops up little baby plants. You can see this one here or this one here. Now, fun facts about bananas, they take the inside of a banana peel and you rub it on a mosquito bite or poison ivy, it stops the reaction. You can also use the inside of a banana peel to polish anything leather, like leather shoes, leather seats, leather belts, leather purses. And if you eat a lot of bananas, it's just anxiety, stress, depression, muscle pain, joint pain, and headaches. So bananas are really good. So like I said, these are edible varieties, but you can see the ones with the red flowers going up. Don't eat those. Not edible. Like you see those red ones right there? Not edible. Don't eat those. So I'll just take a look later for the parts of the farm, see if I can find another bundle of bananas. I didn't see any red bananas out there, or at least not enough for 19 people. So right now we're going to go to the Tropical America greenhouse. The main point we have in here is cacao, our chocolate. If they cross it below 60 degrees Fahrenheit, they stop burning, they start dying a little bit. So nice and cold night, and today we keep it nice and warm in the greenhouse. The cacao tree here in this corner, you can actually take a look at it, you can see it's flowering. So it's going to fruit in the springtime, but right now it's just flowering. We're gonna go try some Colombian coffee. So come on this way, you gotta follow me for it.
I don't really like coffee.
Oh, you'll like this one though.
I don't even like coffee.
It doesn't really taste like coffee. That's what they use. And the little tree. It has the name on it. It's a marmalade. Wow. Nice. So one per person, get a real red fruit. One per person. Okay, anyway, sorry. One per person, red fruit. And then you going to pull over here. We're going to try 3 different plants. The first 2 plants, do not eat it. Just smell them. The bayrum lemon and the bayrum licorice are used to make stuff like deodorant and aftershave and perfume and stuff like that. Do not eat them. All the trees on our left side are the andonas. This way we grow stuff like sugar apples, crust apples, band apples, arimoya, cherry moya, all that cool stuff. And there's only one of those trees I actually care about, and that's that tree right there behind number 17. That's called Wormlinia. When Wormlinia gets very in August, it turns yellow and tastes like lemon meringue pie. On the front right here is passion fruit. So passion fruit is really cool not only because of the fruit, because of the plant itself. If you can't see the tea out of the flowers, it leaves anxiety and insomnia. If you can see out the leaves, it leaves stomach pains. And the flowers actually release a type of sugar that attract ants. The ants live on the vine itself and then get more bugs. Those cactus looking like plants over there are dragon fruits. Dragon fruits are cool because we're a cactus and a vine at the same time. And they're literally section, you guys see what I'm on? It's all on both sides of the PowerPoint with fruits on them. Those there are African sausages. See, African sausage you see on both sides of the sidewalk. Those fruits up there are edible. They taste pretty bad. In Africa, they only eat it for certain ceremonies. However, the more common use is to take the sap out of fruits, they put the sap on their cuts, it disinfects the guts. So we're on a medicinal fruit. The big tree right there and the small in front of it are the banger nuts. And yeah, you're probably going to start noticing iguanas. The iguana you see over there, that is Ed, our second biggest. Our biggest iguana is a 6'1" named Fred. So yes, we do have a lot of iguanas. So the banger nuts are these trees here. You'll see a couple of green fruits in there right now. The banger nut ripens around Valentine's Day. It turns bright red and opens up in the shape of a heart. And even if you cook them and you eat them, they're considered very poisonous. So when we say that we're on Valentine's Day with, it may or may not be that good of a gift. On my right side, the barrel bogs. The bigger tree is about 80 years old. This one is 1,123 years old. And the biggest barrel bog is about the size of a football field. They get really big. The leaves have more vitamin C than orange, a bunch of protein, a bunch of calcium. They help your hair grow, your teeth strengthen, eye strengthen, all that good stuff. I've eaten this every day. I put it in my pizza, my eggs, everything I eat with this. So you guys can get about this much per person. You can either eat it now or save it later and put it wherever you have for dinner. So go on ahead.
We have moringa at home.
You guys see a couple of tamarins on both sides of the pathway? These are the African varieties of tamarins. Tamarins are originally from almost every continent, like South America has it, Africa, Australia, Asia, they all have their own kinds of tamarins. The African varieties, those are the sweeter kind. On my left side, there's a tree that looks like meat. That is called a rula kora, nicknamed the drunken elephant. An African drops these green fruits that don't taste too good, so the elephants wait for them to ferment and eat them, and they get them drunk. There's actually videos on YouTube of them overeating too many. Now this is part of our avocado section. We have 80 different kinds of avocados. First time we have avocados is normally September, October. Right now we don't have any of the really good ones.
We have some that taste like salt and pepper and beyond them. We have some that are different colors like purple, red, a whole bunch of cool kinds.
The sunfields are actually like a rainbow.
Picture.
End of every season, like winter, spring, summer, and fall, that's when it sheds off old purple layer and shows us newer colors. So right now we're entering winter time. That's why you can see the purple shedding. It's going to bright orange and bright green. The best time to see this tree is the first 2 to 3 weeks of February. It's all bright color, no purple on it at all.
On my left side, these are all macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are fruit around July time, and we get hundreds of thousands of fruits on all of those trees. However, in the 4 years I've worked here, I've not had a single one. About 2 months before they ripen, an army of squirrels come and eat them all. So if you can stop the squirrels, they're great to grow here in Florida. Now these two really big trees on my left side are the camba nuts. The camba nut is native to Madagascar, but it's all over the islands of Hawaii, and it's actually a very useful fruit. If you take a pointed amount of fruit and you put the sap on your hands, your feet, it gets rid of all of that skin. And you take a fresh seed from that fruit and let that seed on fire. That fire lasts about 20 to 30 minutes long. So it's really useful. These trees on the right side, the pointed leaves, the outside roots are called pendeas. You'll find those everywhere in Florida, but they're originally from Australia. Now this right here is part of mango well. Here in the park we have about 200 different kinds of mangoes. Mangoes all originate from India, about 900 years ago, past spring around the world. Mango season here is only mid-June to early August. That's not the best time to come. We normally have about 100 on the ground every morning. However, last summer was not a good year for mangoes. Sometime in February we had a big cold snap and knocked about 2/3 of our mangoes off, like the baby mangoes and flowers off the trees. The majority of these mango trees here did not fruit this year. Hopefully next year we'll have better luck with it.
Sí, todas las estaciones. ¿Por qué? Porque toman agua. Sí, sí, toman agua.
On the right side, all these big trees right here are different kinds of lychee trees. We have about 15 different kinds of lychees that get ready around late May to early June time. We have like different sizes, different colors, a whole bunch of different kinds. Now, as we enter the intersection, there's going to be 2 trees on the left side of the sidewalk. These trees right here are called Wumpy. Wumpy is actually on my top 5 favorite fruits in the park. When they get winter around June time, they turn kind of yellow and they taste like a lemon hard candy. Now you're going to see a bunch of green fruits here. These are called jujubes. Those get ready at the end of December, so they're almost coming up. And those are ready to get bigger than an egg and they turn kind of yellow on them. And when they're ready, they'll taste like a sweet apple. Coming up on my left side, you'll see that bush over there. Those are Marisol raspberries. Those are actually the only raspberries that grow down here in South Florida, because the only ones can stand the heat and the limestone. And on my right side, you see a bunch of orange fruits on those pineapple looking plants. There's more over there. Those are called wild pineapple. And as you can see, they're not actually kind of pineapple. Instead, they grow as little orange fruits, and they are edible. But you have to, when you eat one, it's going to burn your mouth, burn your tongue, and leave your mouth very dry for a few hours. However, you have stomach worms, it'll actually kill the stomach worms. My friend from Colombia told me that they actually take the juice out of the fruit and put it in the water, and it kills all the parasites in the water. So it's actually a really cool, useful fruit.
Big beehive.
Oh.
See a big jackfruit up there. You guys see it? It's on that side.
I want to kill the queen.
Sí, ven, Javi.
No, don't kill the queen.
Javi,
See up
¿dónde
there?
está?
Because
¿Dónde está?
I want to be the
Those are
queen.
the jackfruits. Yeah.
I forgot to talk about these trees in the beginning of the tour, so I'll drive by so you guys can all see the fruits. There's going to be two really big fruits, like trees on my right side, with two really big brown fruits up there. These are called Guyana chestnuts. So these are the world's biggest chestnuts. They get bigger than American football. And when they ripen, they actually open up by themselves into a flower, and you can actually cook and eat the seeds on the inside. And they don't really taste too well, but they're apparently really good for you. Now, this does bring us to the end of the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned a lot. If you guys have any questions about anything out there, I'll be happy to answer. Remember, you're welcome to walk around the park on your own. Just don't pick anything from the trees or take any fruits out of the park. If you put a fruit on the ground, you can eat it. If you know what it is, if you don't know it, don't eat it. We do sell annual memberships in the store. They're only $25 a person, but if you take out $10 admission, they'll take the $10 off, and it'll be $15 per person. And also, we have a lot of cool fruit stuff for sale, like fruit popsicles, fruit drinks,